Pack your bags, it's all over, Bitcoin is dead. Yeah, we've all heard that before, and we are back at that point in the cycle. So let's zoom out a little bit and look at the market and see what we're doing. We're on the 5th week of red, which is probably still a period of catching a falling knife. If you really want to zoom out on the monthly, this is where we're at. So whenever you're in doubt, zoom out, right? So I'll see you in September when it's gonna be up only. Just kidding. None of this is financial advice, DYOR, obviously. Ordinals and runes collections are all down since the halving, actually a little bit before even. And yes, it's a little painful. So that probably means it's going to be a good time soon to start DCAing the dip. Overall, I'm still bullish on the runes ecosystem because it's an upgrade from BRC20s, and that is still, according to CoinGecko, around a $1.8 billion market cap. So not bad considering that we've been in our 5th weekly red candle. The next catalyst could be Magic Eden's swap feature that would unlock a lot more liquidity. And this presumably means that you'll be able to easily exchange X amount of Bitcoin for X amount of runes instead of just trading predetermined lot sizes like you're currently doing, right? This has to fit within the greater macro trend of a bullish Bitcoin price action. You can't just be going down on Bitcoin and then having the runes ecosystem go up. I mean, I guess you could, but it's unlikely. Right now it seems to be more likely that the runes ecosystem and Bitcoin are moving in the same direction. And look, here's my bull thesis, right? Gambling has been ingrained in our civilization for thousands of years. So who's to say that there aren't Bitcoin maxis with the gambling gene who want to trade fungibles on their native chain, right? Like maybe they do love ordinals and they're really into collecting ordinals and art collections and PFPs, but maybe there's also some that would like to trade fungible tokens as well. Obviously, that's not to say that Bitcoin is going to be the chain for trading fungible tokens. I still think that Solana is going to be that, but I still think there are use cases for fungible token trading on Bitcoin. And plus, there's going to be developments that don't even exist right now. It's still really early for the runes ecosystem. We're only 2 weeks in, and we've already hit almost $1 billion market cap. I definitely think it's crazy to say that runes is dead. So speaking of which, I'm going to share with you my current runes portfolio, and in no particular order, but some of my highest convictions are Wanko Manko. It's a meme, heavily supported by the Cabal, by the way, that is based on a random Rotomore blog. Don't look too deep into it because you'll mid-curve it. This is a completely L-curve move. It's a furries meme. It's a dog tangent meme. Second one is Waddle Pingu. Oh, by the way, Ginny Data has just released charting for runes. So that's really nice to see. You have the 15-minute for Feeling Good holders and Ginny Data pass holders, 1 hour, and the daily. So Waddle Pingu is one that obviously is very cute. I mentioned it in my previous video up here. It's launched by Farmer Joe, a big Ordfluencer, and now it's gotten a community takeover by another big KOL, Cold-Blooded Schiller, who is now running the Twitter account, running the project. So it's pretty much free marketing for this token that is very memeable. It's very family friendly. It's a cute penguin. Really trying to L-curve this cycle. I also have Zbit Blue Bitcoin. The chart looks funky probably because they just opened the migration portal from BRC20 to runes. So if you're a BRC20 holder, definitely head to Discord or their Twitter to check it out. It's a burn to claim, so there is no token dilution. And in my experience, it's been pretty straightforward. All you have to do is inscribe transfer however many BRC20 tokens in one inscription and use their portal website, OrdKit, to transfer over. So this one is a bit of a longer hold, plus they have some gamifications along the way. If you want more info, definitely check out my previous video here. The next one is Pups World Peace. This one is on 3 different places right now. It's a little confusing. There is a total of 1 billion supply, and that is including the tokens as BRC20s on Solana and the runes. We also just opened up a migration portal similar to Zbit where you can bridge your BRC20s over to runes, and right now it's a 1 to 100 burn to claim, meaning if you burn 1 BRC20 Pups, you get to claim 100 Pups World Peace runes token. So there's a little bit of dilution. The team has said that they are going to keep this bridge open indefinitely, but you never know with third-party apps. Plus, I personally haven't had the best experience with OrdKit. The tokens on Solana are essentially wrapped BRC20s. That's why they're worth more than the runes tokens. Either way, if you are still holding the BRC20 Pups tokens, it's probably best to migrate over to either runes or Solana for a smoother trading experience. Okay, so the next, this isn't technically a runes yet, but it's going to migrate over to runes as well, is the Wizard BRC20 token. They've recently announced a 95-5 split between Wizard BRC20 token holders and Bitcoin Wizard Ordinal holders after a long and chaotic debate in their Asylum channel in the Discord. Yes, it's actually called Asylum. The official date for migration hasn't been announced yet, but they've been saying 2 weeks. So definitely keep an eye out on Discord, on Twitter for the latest. Sounds like it's going to be a burn to claim 1-to-1 similar to Zbit, so there's not going to be a dilution, and they have a crazy good ticker. I mean, Magic Internet Money, what's not to get about that? So very bullish on this, especially if it gets listed by a CEX or centralized exchange. Still holding Ari Genesis rune. They were the first to start the pre-runes meta with their free airdrop, so technically all of this has been free money. I like them because they're always active. They were the first 10 mined runes, and while I don't have a bag of Doggo to the Moon, I still think that this one is a good hold, potentially a good re-entry later. It is consistently one of the top traded by volume, and you've got Leonidas constantly pushing it, giving you free marketing. What more do you want? The other rune that I'm eyeing is Epic. This was an airdrop for all blob holders. I'm basically betting on the community with this one. I'm also looking at Decentralized. This was the airdrop given to Promethean holders that was airdropped to OG communities by the CyberCons team. They started out on ETH and now they're moving to Bitcoin. The Promethean airdrop went to an all-time high of around 0.09, which is actually really crazy. The reason the floor prices are rising a little bit is because people are basically speculating off their latest tweet as a potential future snapshot for holders of both collections. Given the team's track record, I am bullish on both Decentralized and to a lesser extent Prometheans. And then obviously, given the insane election year worldwide, but largely the United States, I'm gonna eye some political coins. The Donald Trump on runes. This was another fair launch. It's currently a market cap of 3.18 million with only 2% pre-mine. There's either this one, there's plenty of ones on Solana. You got Tremp on Solana, you got Geo Bowden on Solana. Some other ones that have like a little moon bag in are like Bitcoin Pepe Matrix, Ordinals Are Dead, Meme Economics, Biaoqing Panda Head. Now, upcoming mints and projects of interest. The next one that's coming up is the Project Redacted DMT mint from King Punk Ape. This was pretty hyped during that whole DMT Natcats craze. They've announced 4 phases. It'll be interesting to see how this goes since it'll be the first DMT mint that is allow listed. And in theory, if it does work well, then I think it could bring back a lot of attention to the DMT space, which is obviously led by Natcats. Definitely subscribe so you don't miss my next video. And that's it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.